All right. Wait.
No, no.
Okay, so now it is me and Princeton, and then we're moving on to wrestling. So, yeah. So Princeton, you ready to go?
All right. Yeah, I'm ready to go, man.
All right, cool. So, okay, I only have one thing in wrestling, but it was a pretty big thing. So we had possible WrestleMania 30 matches that can happen, uh, but maybe under any kind of circumstances they might not happen. So I'm gonna go down this little list of matches that might happen, and then yeah, just have Princeton's thoughts about it. So the first match that um, was listed that could possibly happen, but now they're saying it's probably not going to happen. Is was Triple H versus Stone Cold. Okay, so
Uh,
what they said was, or for the setting of this match was, Steve Austin was going to be like the representative of Vince McMahon, and then Triple H, so Vince McMahon versus Triple H in terms of controlling the company. So yeah, that was a match that could have happened, but then now they're saying it wasn't going to happen. So yeah, I mean Princeton, I know we've seen this match more than a few times, in WrestleManias and in
e-
like your pay-per-views. But go ahead.
exactly, man. When it comes to those two, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, yeah,
No time
okay,
soon at
yeah,
all. I mean, Austin, he got a little power in him left in his knees, but I don't see him doing anything like that at all.
yeah. For some reason, I think I'm hearing like he's kind of upset with like WWE for some reason, or I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but he's been away from it for a little bit.
Matter of fact, last week, um, Bully Ray on TNA announced Stone Cold Steve Austin's name, telling Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Anderson, that yeah, your role model was Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Hmm.
and you gotta remember his rule. The first rule: don't trust anybody. And I'm like, you guys saying that on TNA?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. You're saying WWE thing on TNA, like I was watching a Impact show. I think it was when when AJ Styles was saying that he was better than the best in the world, and then people were
Yeah,
saying, and the audience were saying yes, 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 and then I know AJ Styles was like, oh man, they're doing like a WWE thing, but he was
yeah, I
like,
know
yeah, yeah, he just because he was being recorded on TV, he had to just go with it, but yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
I
okay,
know AJ Styles is like, man, WWE Daniel Bryan is just such a big um, asset in the companies right now, man.
hmm,
He's a big influence, man, because it went from wrestling to basketball to football. You got people in the stands talking about, yes, yes, yes. It's
yeah,
crazy, man.
exactly, okay. So okay, let's see what's next. Okay. So the next match was we've been mentioning this like in past episodes. Sting versus the Undertaker. Um, but they
That's
also
what.
they mentioned that if they can't get Sting in terms of the contract with TNA, if they can't grab Sting, then the fallback is going to be Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. Um,
I
yeah, I
hope
mean,
not.
yeah. So like Princeton, I know like me and Princeton wants to see Sting versus Undertaker, but I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I'm
go ahead,
really,
Princeton.
really looking forward to right now. Is Sting versus Undertaker
Mm,
because I mean Brock Lesnar and Undertaker they done fought already, man. I mean, why
yeah,
not be Icon versus Icon, man? You
yeah. I
know,
mean,
Sting versus Undertaker, man. He's got enough fighting them. Sting got enough fighting them to make that match happen,
yeah,
and that would um help Sting get inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame for the
yeah,
next
exactly.
following year,
Yeah, yeah.
and that would open up more doors for Sting. So
Hmm.
it's up to TNA now to release his contract, man. Everybody's contracts are coming up, so
Yeah,
it's up to Sting to want to do this. Yeah, he's an icon icon. He's a legend.
Mm.
But why not both retire? Him and Undertaker both retired. Both two great legends.
Yeah,
Just going to
exactly.
retire, man, from the sport, man.
Yeah. So
But just that one match.
mhm. Yeah, yeah, you're right. So I was thinking about this just now because Hogan is basically out of TNA. If they can grab Sting and if they
Yeah,
happen to grab Hogan, like they took the two biggest stars basically in wrestling in the past and maybe in the present right now still from TNA to WWE. That would be pretty interesting. Um, Grabbing them from TNA and then you would have Sting versus Undertaker, and then you can have Hogan doing something somewhere with anything
yeah.
really. You know.
Um, special guest referee.
There you go. Yeah, special guest referee, and then maybe you can have him do like be Hollywood, you know, to end the streak, whatever. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be
So
cool.
yeah, but yeah. I mean, that would be disappointing if it would be Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. But yeah, hopefully they can grab Sting. Okay.
I
So
hope he gets.
yeah. So the next possible match they mentioned was Ryback versus Goldberg. Okay. But they also said if they can't get Goldberg, then it was going to be Ryback versus Big Show, which is like okay, whatever. But I'd want to see Goldberg versus Ryback personally.
Yeah, that's what I want to see too. I want
Yeah.
to see. Well, Goldberg, Goldberg's gonna beat him.
Oh yeah.
Right back,
Yeah.
right back can't handle Goldberg. Goldberg
Hmm.
is too skilled, man.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
back is too skilled. Disrespect to right back, but he's not fast enough for Goldberg. Goldberg is just he's raw, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and I think like in I guess more recent matches that he's using the spear and jackhammer.
Yeah, exactly. It's
So
crazy, man.
so it can't be out of nowhere that he's starting to use those two moves now. So maybe he's starting to look good. That match is actually going to happen. But again,
So,
Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, you know, Ryback and Big Show. Any other pay per view, that would be okay, but not a WrestleMania. You want the biggest matches in WrestleMania. So
yeah, a lot of these matches that you're saying is after these things happen, it's gonna be a big WrestleMania, man.
yeah, especially being the 30th one. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Gonna be
what was that last part?
no, no, no. I'm good.
Okay, okay. So okay, we're gonna move on. So the next match they have listed is CM Punk versus Randy Orton. Okay. So, but they said something else again. So they said they might change that match because they said that they want CM Punk or they're expecting CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble. Okay, but to face the heavyweight champion. Okay.
All
Um,
right.
Whoever that's going to be. It's probably if it's going to be Cena, you saw that match already, and their last match. I think you could end their last match on that, unless they get outblow, their last match. Um, I guess that yeah, Randy Orton would be, a better alternative. I'm not sure if you saw those two go at it a lot. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I've seen that, but what I don't really feel Orton should be by WrestleMania by Royal Rumble. They're gonna take that belt from him. But I do see is um let's go with Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk. I
Okay.
really believe that that's what's gonna happen
Okay.
at WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan gonna be the champion, and CM Punk win the Royal Rumble and face Daniel Bryan,
Hmm.
and they're gonna give a good show.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm pretty sure that's what the fans want anyway. Because
Yeah,
they had that first set earlier, and people want more of that. Why not? I didn't really see the CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan set, but I would love to see that match.
Man, boy,
Um,
they good matches, man.
yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah, yeah. Okay. Just trying to make sure. So I guess we can move on. So,
No
okay.
problem.
So the next match, or the last match actually, was going to be, and this would be pretty awesome if it does happen. It would be Daniel Bryan, right? Daniel Bryan versus Shawn Michaels.
That would be good, man. If he trainer versus teacher, but
Yeah.
that's not going to happen due to the fact Shawn Michaels said himself that he will never wrestle again because he doesn't want to disrespect the agreement between him and Matt Mean Mark, well, the Undertaker.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. You know, I mean, yeah, that was his last match. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not gonna wrestle no more.
yeah.
He's done.
But if it does happen, that would be, yeah, like you said, teacher versus student. You know, Shawn Michaels being Shawn Michaels versus, like Daniel Bryan being explosive, being the grappler that he is. You know,
Yeah,
I, I would
Shawn
love.
Michaels.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels is not ready for um Daniel Bryan, man.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan too skilled right now.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, and then the last match is pretty much confirmed to happen, but let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much confirmed to happen, but it's Goldust versus Dust in Cody Rhodes. Yeah, like you said, we're expecting Goldust to turn on Cody. I'm not sure if it's going to be like really soon because it's kind of a little bit of ways till WrestleMania. But we're expecting that to happen, and everybody's been talking about, yeah, you should have that match, Goldust, Rhodes versus Rhodes, Cody versus Goldust. You know, I mean, I know, we know that Cody's like, I mean, Goldust is a little bit older, but he's still moving. You know,
He's still moving, man. He's still doing his thing, man.
yeah,
I'm surprised though, man, that he still can move like that though. But I mean, he's getting slower, but he's moving, man.
yeah,
He's
exactly. So,
moving. So that's I mean that'll be a good match.
mhm.
For Goldust's retirement, man. He fights his brother, and his brother gonna beat him.
Yeah, and yeah, what better send off than that? So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, okay. Um, okay. So now we are down to the top 10 segment. So
All
Princeton
right.
segment. So uh, I kind of put a little bit of pressure on Princeton because it was actually my fault because I was being slow with the show notes, and I would usually have them up by the weekend, but I just gave Princeton this top 10 just like now, like a few hours before we were about to go on. Uh,
No problem.
so yeah,
That's
this is top 10 I brought up to him. Mikey, we'll get you next time. I'm pretty sure you have one ready for us already. So this top 10 is the top ten wrestlers with unexpected moves. So the reason why I thought of this top 10 was today there was a video that was released of John Cena doing moves that you don't normally see him do. His beyond his five moves of doom. So it made me think: were there other wrestlers that have like that moves that surprised everybody when they did it? So this is what the top 10 is about. So Princeton, go ahead and take it away.
You know what? I do apologize. Then I made a little mistake because I think about uncertain moves. I'm thinking about like finishers that will come out of nowhere, and just like shock you, like you didn't see it coming.
Okay,
Like
well,
the
yeah,
fin-
if you can mention it, if you can remember it and mention it, go ahead and just throw it out there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah.
Like for one, for like what I was thinking. So I do apologize. Maybe I didn't read it right. Um, number 10, number 10 on the list. My number 10 was Cody Rhodes, the Crossroads.
Yeah, yeah. Crossroads. It's a pretty, yeah. That move is pretty like it's out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, and that's why I like about that move. But you know, another unexpected move of his that he does now is that moonsault.
Right. It was basically a huge backflip because the arc of his moonsault, and by the time he hits the opponent or lands, he's basically on his feet.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
yeah, you're. That's good that you put Cody Rhodes because another thing that he's just starting to do now, or I have yet to see. I didn't see him do back then earlier is like a slingshot drop kick from the ropes where
Hmm.
he gets on the top rope and then jumps and does like a missile drop kick. I
Oh yeah.
haven't really seen him do it like in all his matches. So yeah.
Oh man, he's talented, man. I'm glad he put on knee pads and stuff.
Oh
My wife said
yeah.
my wife said like he wrestling naked and stuff.
Yeah. Like Cesaro with no knee pads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so number 9. This is old school, man. Very old school. You might not remember that. You might remember it. Remember him. But I was really thinking about him today. Hercules Hernandez and his
Hercules.
Hercules, man. Yep.
And,
His finishing move was a submission, the only submission on this, and that was the full Nelson.
yeah, that's right. He did have a full Nelson. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And then let's see. And then what? Chris Masters started using it after like years and years after with the
yeah.
Master Lock, right?
Go ahead and talk to the people real quick. I gotta go get my charger. Give me one
Okay.
minute.
Okay. Yeah,
Give
no
me one
problem.
minute.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty interesting. It's been a while since I heard that name, Hercules, because I think I just saw like earlier, not earlier, like maybe a few hours ago, like gathering show notes that uh, he was in the team with called Power and Glory, and I kind of forgot about that team, because I think I remember Hercules being like a singles competitor, but I guess he started off as a tag team. Um, but yeah, but with his build and his look, he would definitely would use like a full Nelson like submission. But yeah, I mean like I didn't really at the same time I haven't really seen him as a tag team, but at the same time I didn't really see him wrestle much either. So it was every time he came out, he was like it was surprising to see him. So yeah, yeah. So uh, yeah, Princeton, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Give me one minute.
Okay,
Hold
yeah,
on.
go ahead, go ahead. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it.
So hold on.
So
I'm trying to
so
get.
so yeah, bringing this top 10 in Princeton, it was kind of hard because a lot of the wrestlers they do the moves that they're doing, and there's not much of like surprise value. But with Cena doing like new moves now, and then that's what brought like I said, that's what brought the top 10. So yeah, I mean, I
That was
mean,
cool.
I know HBK has like some moves that he doesn't like. You don't expect him to do. Um, you always see like superstars when like having matches like if they're so like so into it or like not into it but like heated rivalries they would do the opponent's own finishing move on them.
Exactly.
So moves like that and wrestlers that like does that kind of stuff like for example last WrestleMania Cena did a rock bottom. you know so like hey that came out of nowhere, jeez. you know I don't even think Rock did an AA on Cena. So yeah. Okay, so Princeton, are you
No,
good to go?
did. He did. He
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
I'm good to go now, man.
Okay.
Got my
Go ahead.
charger on. All right. Number 8. Man, this move right here. You might give me a little debate on this one, but man, this move right here is your move. But at the same time, yeah, when I say it, you be like, oh yeah, that is my move.
Princeton.
Uh, uh,
Now you're delaying.
Trouble in Paradise by Kofi Kingston.
Oh, okay,
Trouble
okay.
in Paradise. I'm coming.
Kofi Kingston.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I just heard it. So, yeah, yeah. I guess that was my move. I don't know.
Okay.
That's the only move I know how to do. That's why. But yeah, Trouble in Paradise. Yeah, that is an unexpected move. With yeah, that's a non-traditional type move because
Yeah, man.
with knockout type moves, you only saw like sweet chin music and if somebody had a clothesline. Like those were like the two main knockout
Right.
type moves. So for Kofi Kingston to have like a spinning tornado kick was new back then. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, when I first seen that, and Marco, I swear I went crazy. When I first seen Kofi Kingston and he did that move, and he finished the dude off with that kick, I went crazy. I was like, dude, I love this dude, man. Because I was like, like, hey Marco, do the tornado kick, man, do the tornado kick. He used to do that, and then he came out to Trouble in Paradise with that same kick,
Yeah.
and that was a signature move. I loved it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Now see yeah see with Kofi he needs to start doing variations of that now. Like maybe doing it off a top turnbuckle, you know, or like I mean he's starting to do that with like uh I mean like not where he just sets up and does it, where like they're trying to counter each other and then out of nowhere it happens. So yeah,
Exactly. Did you see when he kicked the Miz in the face? Oh,
yeah,
that was bad. I was
yeah,
like, ooh.
yeah,
He,
exactly.
let me turn around. Bam! I was like, ooh, it's
Like dang.
we was all tripping.
Yeah,
It was all.
yeah.
I remember that thing like 7 times. Like, bang! Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah,
if done right, you can give concussions with that.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I
Yeah,
mean, done right where like you're actually trying to hurt the opponent. If you're actually like maybe in a fight or something, but I wouldn't suggest doing that in the fight because it's too much motion and then the person can expect it. But I'm saying like if you feel like you have like 100% chance that you can hit it and you aim for like the head, yeah,
mm-hmm.
that's damage. That's a damaging kick. So
There's damage and some jail time. So,
yeah, right, right, exactly. Okay.
and then number 7, Kurt Angle, the Angle Slam.
Yeah.